What's up, guys? It is DB3 Gaming here, and today we are going to be talking about why I think Skywars should get a new update. This video was to talk about why Skywars should get an update. I personally think it should get an update because, it kind of gets like Bed Wars. Every single game is going to be completely different no matter what. Like, different bed defenses, there's a lot more. I don't know, I don't want to say randomization. That's kind of it that adds a lot of fun to it. Where I'd like in Skywars maybe more maps or some new kits or perks that keep it fresh. Bed Wars keeps having rotating items and adding new game modes way more constantly than Skywars does. And Skywars is starting to get a little boring. I'm not saying that because I don't like the game mode. It's just that I love playing Skywars. It's just that it hasn't been nearly as fun as of late. And Hypixel's lagging really bad at the same time. But yeah, I'd maybe if you add some new kits or perks, some ideas that I've come up with for kits or perks, the head kits, for example. Those are kits that are really fun to play with. They're hard to unlock. Once you unlock them, they're really fun to play with. And I feel adding more of those kits, or maybe just more kits you can buy, legendary kits, I think would help a lot. For me, at least personally, I feel that Skywars really needs the update. I don't know if this is a thing that a lot of players have wanted or not, but it doesn't really seem that I know they made minor updates like this where they just changed some maps to Halloween themed, which I think are great. It spices it up a little bit, but maybe add more less cosmetic changes and more for say gameplay changes, more kits, more perks, more maps, or maybe something completely different, a new whole game mode of Skywars. Bed Wars does that a lot, and it seemed to have worked really well for that. So what if you tried it with Skywars? I know we have mega and doubles, but maybe adding triples Bed Wars has, or other game modes that. Okay, I'm kind of getting my words jumbled a bit, but I'm pretty sure you guys can tell what I mean. Having Halloween theme, sure, it's cool and all, but it doesn't really affect the gameplay, and it just makes it a bit more cool, but it doesn't really change anything other than the fact that I don't think there was ever structure there before the update. But yeah, just some actual game. You just stole my kill, and you have strength, and I am not happy with you. Get off the map. Kill. There we go. Strength took a bit. I'm not gonna go for that kill. But I feel yeah, just some cosmetic changes I think would be great for the game. It would really help out just the overall fun of the game, because nobody plays Mega Skywars. That was there's people that play it, but you have to put a message in chat to get people to join it, pretty much, which means the game mode is very not popular, which is not really it seems it's a good idea too. It just didn't really work out the way Hypixel wanted it to. I feel yeah, just adding I don't know, a mode that they think could do actually well, because there's a lot of Hypixel games that are doing great right now, especially Skyblock. I don't know, because that's the most popular game, so a lot of the developers are going to that. But I think Skywars or Bed Wars should also get an update, especially Skywars, because Bed Wars keeps coming out with new modes Armed, or they'll rotate back, limited game modes that rotate a lot. I know we have Laboratory, but how many people play Laboratory compared to how many people play Solo? It's not even comparable. It's 200 to 2,000, which is a whole big difference. which is why I'm thinking like Skywars should need an update. I think it would really help with like the game. Other things, like I think they should add like game modes that would possibly maybe be fun. Triples, as I said before. Make it like similar to Bed Wars, where there's like lots of different kinds of Skywars you can play, or just like more overall Skywars, like maybe a mode where there's only like, for example, like there's only certain kind of items that you can get. Like I know there's some for laboratory, but make them like a full-time game mode, or make, I don't know, per se, them more interesting or something. Like add twists, like maybe you could only get iron armor in this game mode or whatever. Or like there's special limited items that you can only get in this game mode. Like I know a lot of the laboratory has that, but make them an actual game mode, not just stuck in laboratory where they're hard to find. Like in Bed Wars, you get a whole other NPC that's like castle or whatever, and they rotate. And it's fun. And I think Skywars could really use that. No. Either way, like Skywars really could use an update. Maybe like just making the game more fun, because like it only has like say maybe 3,000, 4,000 players right now. That's like an approximate number. It changes, and Skyblock has like 30,000 active players at all times, which is pretty insane if you think about it. Compare that the network only holds like 100,000 players, so that's like a lot. And if you could get Skywars more popular, it would probably help the server out, so then you don't have to like focus everything on Skyblock. You could actually have like other game modes that are doing well other than Bed Wars, which popularity dropped like 1,000% once Skyblock came out. Like Skyblock took away from Bed Wars in a lot of ways. No. Get off the map, please. Aw, I almost clutched it. But yeah, I think Skywars could really use like just like some tweaks that would make the game better. Like the Skywars challenges, I think those are great. Maybe add more of those. Or maybe just make more like really hard advancements for like players to do, because there's not really like an end game Skywars or anything, which I think would be fun. Like kits that are like extremely hard to get. Like I don't grind Skywars, but I know a lot of people do, and they're probably wanting this way more than I am. And I think they would pretty much be beneficial to the network just by having like players spread out a little bit more, not everybody on Skyblock, if you could just make Skywars a great game again. So I think that would be some pretty cool ideas. Like, what if you did armed Skywars like you did with Bed Wars? Like, that worked out really well. Or stuff like that. Just, like, transfer other things to Skywars to make the game better. Like, I know that might be pretty hard, or seem like it's, like, impossible for most players to think about. Like, why would you update this game with only 2,000 when there's a game with 30,000 that has more players that want updates? But a lot of people are only playing that because like games like this get boring after time. I think that's like part of the reason. And yeah, like insane mode like this, or what's it called, corrupted games like this game is right now. Like those are great things. They make Skywars unique, and players want to play to get these kind of games. But like when there's nothing else, like once you get all the heads, there's no other point in playing other than for fun or to get your level up. But what if there was like more stuff you could get, like end game kits or whatever? Like it would just improve the game quality a lot, and I think it would like help improve the game. I don't know, that's just my thoughts. I'm probably gonna wrap it up with this game right here, but Yeah, there's so many ideas you could do with Skywars. It's such a flexible game. Like, you could add different loot in the chest, different kinds of islands, like double jumps, triple jumps, whatever. Like, you have all that available on the network. You just gotta be able to put the right pieces together and figure out what would make a great game mode. And there's a lot of possibilities that I think would make great game modes. But anyway, that's probably all I am going to do for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I think I will probably see you guys in the next Skywars episode. And hopefully I will have End Lord or Monster Trainer unlocked at that time. And just like a side note for this video, like I'm not like trying to complain or be like upset that there's not being an update or anything, other than like maybe a little bit of like spookiness for Halloween. I would just like maybe a bigger update. Like what if you made like a Halloween kit or something that would like really, I don't know, I feel like that would like boost the gameplay. It'd just make it more fun for people to want to play the game. I don't know, that's just my thoughts. Like maybe seasonal kits that only come around for certain times of the year. I think that would be a pretty cool idea that would happen. I mean, there's so many things you can do. You can make game modes where maybe you get randomized kits every single time. Like, that would be fun. Or randomized kits and perks and usernames. Like, everything's random. Like, random Skywars. That'd be kind of cool as well. I don't know. It's just like an idea. Hypixel, if you see this video, I'd recommend maybe trying to do any of these. But, I mean, you don't have to. I'm just a player on the network. You're the owner of the server, so overall your say goes. But I'd hope that you at least listen, or if you saw this, hopefully listen, because I think it would really help the server out. And also, when's the Skyblock update coming out? Because I'm low-key, high-key excited for that. Yeah, I know, this video is kind of just my thoughts on what Hypixel could do better and what they're doing good right now, because Skyblock's doing great. I mean, it's got, what, like 30,000 people playing it right now? I mean, I do Skyblock, it's pretty fun, but I feel like other games on the server should be doing just as well. It shouldn't be, like, predominantly Skyblock. But, I don't know, that's just my thoughts. I mean, everybody has different opinions on things, and I would hope that you guys would listen to mine. I don't know, this video was kind of just me freestyling. I'm not really probably going to edit this at all. Maybe just slap on an intro and edit a little bit. But this is mostly just my thoughts on what Hypixel could do better. Like, to my point exactly, Laboratory right here has, like, 200 players. Even though those are, like, super fun game modes, they don't really, like, they get kind of boring. Like, they need more things to do in them. Whereas if you go to over here, like the normal game modes, like the sweaty game mode and doubles and normals, these have all the players, even though that these game modes over here are probably just as fun other than duels. That's like sweaty as well. Like mega doubles in Laboratory, they don't get as many players because like there's not as much to do. And without many players, like you can't start games, so nobody really like mains Laboratory or Mega Skywars like for a channel. And to prove my point even more, if I were to go over here, there's 40,000 people playing Skyblock right now. And like 1,000 in arcade, 200, 133, 1,000, 1,000, 100, 300, 300, 1,064, 78, 611, 1,000, 1,000, 4,000, 12,000, 900, and 40,000. Like, that's a massive gap. You kind of want, like, your player base spread out. I feel like it would help the server a lot. Rather than just having, like, one game mode. Like, if you're gonna have all the game modes, I recommend trying to make them all as popular as possible. Rather than just having one, like, super popular game mode and just going off of that. But then having all these other things here that just are like, yeah, you can play these if you want to, but this is the game that we're going to like focus on. I don't know. That's just the way I see it, but maybe other people see it differently. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I kind of did because it's kind of helping me get my thoughts out on what Hypixel should do. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, everything like that, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next video.